post started out as inspiration and ended with an answer. Now, I'll be honest with you, this presentation started out as a blog post, and you can still check out that blog post. I'll put the link right underneath this feed. But the inspiration in this case is the fact that I made $1.4 million in 24 months following what you could call the 4 core steps. Now, we'll get to what those are in just a moment, but the fact, or the point here, is the fact that I'm a technophobic 50-something ex-plumber. So that really should spell something out to you. It should mean that if I can do it, pretty much anybody can. Now, affiliate marketing was always supposed to be simple. It's why I got into it in the first place. And I'm sure a lot of you watching this right now will feel the same. One of the biggest reasons for me wanting to, well, I'm going to say build a business online, but initially it was just about making some extra money online. It was about really increasing my earnings. I mean, I was working as a plumber, so I was working around about 12 hours a day each day, reasonably good wage, but kind of a dead-end job, if you like. It wasn't what I wanted to do. It started off me wanting to make a little bit of extra money, and then it became kind of all-consuming, so I wanted to just make money online. And, affiliate marketing, as I said, it was supposed to be easy, but then it never really is as easy as it's kind of portrayed initially. But having said that, dreams really can become a reality. Now, as I said, I started off as a plumber and I was a complete technophobe. I still am. I still don't get any of the technical side of things. But in reality, you don't really need all of that. What I'm getting at here is there's an awful lot of smoke and mirrors, and there's an awful lot of stuff that's kind of put in front of you that really is quite confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Now, on the next screen, I'm going to show you what I've made in the last 7 days, but you can see it here, $5,439.13 in 7 days. So that works out at $777 per day. Now, I don't know how that works out. That's just over the last 7 days, but it's a great number anyway. I'm sure you'll agree. So here you can see 2 of my JVZoo accounts and 1 of my Warrior Plus accounts. So the one at the top, you can see $3,223.50. The Warrior Plus one, the one directly underneath, is $857.73. Incidentally, that was just in about 18 hours, the Warrior Plus earnings. And then we have the last JVZoo account, which is my secondary account, and that's $1,357.90. So $777 a day over the last 7 days is pretty good, especially for an ex-plumber with no technical skills. I'm sure you'll agree. Now, me being able to do this essentially means that anybody can do the same. In fact, most people could probably do what I've done better than I can. But can you? So let's talk about the reality of this. I want to ask you 4 simple questions, and although you can't answer me directly here, I want you to kind of be honest with yourself. Now, do you feel completely overwhelmed with the information overload from consuming endless courses, books, videos, audios, emails, etc. on affiliate marketing? Do you feel confused due to all the conflicting advice and strategies and techniques and tactics, which kind of lead you to oblivion, if you like, and ultimately no action, because it's kind of difficult to see through the trees, if you like. Everybody has their own way of doing things, but the reality is the core is always the same. It's just people's methods. They tend to complicate things to a certain extent, especially if you're just starting off. You're probably tired of being told that the only way of making money online is to have your own website, create your own products, and be great at selling. You don't actually need any of that. I mean, if you do have any of those elements in place, they'll just help you. As long as you can master the 4 core elements, which are essentially quite simple, then you can do this. Now, the last one is, do you keep buying shiny objects? So Yeah, shiny buttons, shiny objects, call them what you like, but people tend to buy one product after another, and yet they do nothing with them. Now it's not your fault. If you're one of those people that tends to keep buying products, it's not your fault. It's just because you're following somebody's advice, and now that advice is often good, but again, it's complicating things because you keep buying these products, and one product may kind of conflict with the other product, but in reality, they all end up at the same place. Now, if you answered yes to any of these questions, and I'm sure you did, you should know that 98%, or just over 98% of everybody that tries to make money as an affiliate marketer actually fail. Now, that is the reality. I'm being honest with you here. But why is that? Well, is it because that the few that are successful are super smart? They're able to absorb all of the information on all of those courses without getting overwhelmed and never suffering with confusion? The answer to that is no. If that were the case, I'd still be fitting people's bathrooms for a living. But let's be honest, there is information overload, conflicting advice. It can frustrate even the most intelligent person alive. But the only real difference between you and I, or you and a successful marketer, is that, well, personally, I found a way of kind of shutting out all of the nonsense, all of the noise. I know what works. I have those steps in front of me and I can follow them day in, day out. Now, initially, this is kind of hard to get your head around, but once you understand this, then you can get past all of that noise and you can start to make your financial goals a reality. Now, again, it's not about being smart, it's not about being techie, it's just about shutting out all of the noise and concentrating on what works. In reality, there are just four core steps that you need to follow in order to create as much as 7 figures online. Now, you often see people say that they make 7 figures online. Now, I'll be honest with you, I haven't made that over the last 12 months. This has taken me 2 years. So 2 years at $1.4 million in 2 years. So making 7 figures online is very, very doable. And on the next shot, on the next screen, I'll show you what I made over the last 2, or not the last 2 years, from the 1st of January 2016 to the 31st of December 2017. I'm actually making this video now, and it's what is it? It's February the 13th, I think, 2018. So the income shots that you see here are from that period that I've just mentioned. So 2017, 2016. So this is the two top shots here are my main account. So that's my main PayPal account, and you can see that it's in Great British Pounds. So I live in the UK, so this is British Pounds, and the bottom one is account 2. So that's another 42,807 there. Again, that's British Pounds. So if you add all of these together, so my main account, the 2 top ones, so the top one is 2017, the one just below that is 2016 for the whole year, and the one right at the bottom is my second account, which I've only included for 2017. There was a little bit more to add there, but I only set this account up kind of midway through 2016, didn't do too much with it. So in total, that works out at £1,022,620, and in dollars that's 1.4, well, just over 1.4 million. Let's keep it simple. So you can see these are actual insights from my PayPal account, and they are genuine. So 1.4 million in 2 years, that is the reality. But if you told me that I could make that much back in 2013, when I still worked an average 12 hours a day as a UK plumber, then, well, I'd probably have laughed at you and considered you an even bigger dreamer than I was. Yeah, I've always been a dreamer, I'll admit it. See, what seemed inconceivable to me back then may seem inconceivable to you right now. But the perceived impossible is actually possible. The only problem is most people never get to that point. Around 98% of everybody that jumps into affiliate marketing actually never figure it out and fail, which is a real shame, because once you do understand those 4 core steps, you'll never worry about money again. So the reality is 98% will fail. You've probably seen this picture before. You've got a guy digging towards his goal. In this case, it's diamonds. And then he gives up 2 inches away. And that's really how it is. I'll be honest with you, I struggled with this whole concept and making money to begin with for a long time. Perhaps like you, I bought an awful lot of products, and none of them really got me to anywhere. I didn't make any money. In fact, I probably spent more money than I actually made, at least for the first year. I just couldn't get it. But once I understood those 4 core steps, those 4 elements that I needed to have in place each time, doesn't matter what you're doing online, as long as you have those 4 elements in place, you will be successful. So success is born out of 2 things. Persistence. You do need to be persistent in this business.